So we said vita, the letter that looks like a B is pronounced like a V sound in Greek, like in the word book, which is
Βιβλίο.
vivlio, or problem, which is
Πρόβλημα.
problema, good. Which frees up the V letter, no? That means that we have a V letter in Greek that is free to make another sound. The V letter in Greek, or the letter that looks like a V in Greek, gives us the N sound. So that means kano, I do or I make, is spelled K-A-V-W. Let's say W, that O sound we saw, it's written with the omega when it's the verb ending for I, no? O, that looks like a W in small letters. No, so it might look like kav. No? This is kano.
Kano.
Na, like when we say θέλω να κάνω, then it's not written N-A. To our eyes, it's written V-A. So this letter that looks like a V gives us an N sound in Greek. Also the word for yes in Greek, which is ne. It's written with that letter that looks like a V and then A-I. A-I gives us e. We saw that in the word for and, spelled K-A-I. What was and?
Ke.
Ke. This might have something to do with the connection between the names Victor and Nicholas. These are the same name from Greek and Latin. Nicholas is the Greek and means victor of the people, or over the people, who knows. We have Nikao, which means to win or to defeat. That's a verb you can use still in Greek, Nikao, to win or defeat. Actually, the brand name Nike comes from the same root. And then Olaos, which is the people. So Nicholas, Nikao, Laos. Nikolaos in Greek, Nicholas, Nikolaos. What gender is Olaos, the people?
Masculine.
Masculine. You might be familiar with the English layman or layperson. You know this word in English?
Yes.
It refers to somebody that's not a professional. So this just means people, person. So we have the V giving us an N sound in Greek. But if you see the name Nicholas written with a capital N, you will see a capital N in Greek. So this letter changes quite drastically between its small version, which looks like a V, and its big version that looks like a capital N. We already saw how Greek can sometimes vary quite a bit between small and capital letters. We saw this with the feminine E ending, no? Like in the word for she, which is?
Αυτή.
Afti. And how do we spell that E sound?
With a long N.
Yeah, like an N that carries on down below that line. And in capitals, what does that letter look like? It changes quite drastically.
H.
Like a capital H. So we've seen a couple of examples of the small and the big letters varying quite a lot in Greek. We have the small V giving us N, and then the big N. We have our E sound, used notably as a feminine ending, with its two versions looking either like an N whose tail goes down beyond the line, or its capital like a capital H. We saw the omega giving us the O sound, notably with verbs, no? to show that it's I, εγώ, θέλω, περιμένω. And we saw how that's written with a W as a small letter, and then as a capital, we have that rounded top hat shape. We've also mentioned the U, as in AU, giving us αυτό. But when that's a capital, it looks like a Y. It looks like a capital Y. So that's another one that changes quite drastically. Don't worry about memorizing these, of course. We will reconsider the examples many times. For now, we just want to understand that small and capital letters can vary quite drastically in Greek.